See how the boat's moving? That gives you an assist when you're paddling. When everybody's in unison, that body motion helps move the boat forward on the recovery. So that's the motion when you're going for the catch, right? That's the motion when you're extending forward on the recovery for the catch. And that's when the boat's going to be gliding. So you've just applied power and you're reaching forward. That helps move the boat forward.
Together.
Oh, sorry. Let it run. That was 20 seconds over, or 10 seconds over, I think. Oh, maybe it was more. Maybe it was 2 minutes. Okay, do the other side. Okay, okay, go. In time. Get the timing right.
Together.
If you can't do it without a paddle, how are you going to do it with a paddle? Sorry, I'm just being mean. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's paddle over to the yacht club. I want you to have the same unison with that reach when you're paddling as you did just now when you weren't paddling, okay? Remember, if you're in OC6, it's all about teamwork and working together. It's what they call blend, right? Everyone has to be doing exactly the same thing at the same time. If anybody's got a slightly different technique or is out of time, that slows the boat down, right?
But it's best to be one fraction behind and one fraction ahead, right?
Well, yeah. Well, we say last one in, just so that people don't rush. But ideally, you want to be all in exact synchronicity, right? Yeah. Rushing is worse than being a little bit late. But ideally, you don't want any paddles in the water after the stroke, as the stroke person is out of the water, because otherwise it's all drag, right?
Should I increase the rate when I feel that the boat is bouncing so that the natural cadence is a bit higher?
You can play with the rate, and if she plays with the rate, everybody remember, keep your eyes open. The rate may vary, because remember, paddling outrigger, it's not steady state, right? So when you get more advanced, you'll be paddling in waves, and your rate will vary and your intensity will vary depending on what the boat's doing and depending what the water conditions are. Likewise, if you're going into a headwind, your style of stroke will be slightly different than if you're going with the wind or with the current, right? When you're going against the wind, against the current, it's a longer stroke, more solid catch. If you're surfing, there are strokes called pushes, which are 5 hard strokes to get onto a wave. The initial strokes are firm, really hard, solid catch, but as you pick up boat speed, then you can lighten the stroke and what they call tap it along, because once the boat's gained some speed, you don't want to have a heavy hand at it because that'll slow the boat down, right? So that comes with experience, and that's sort of like boat feel, right? So if you feel the boat pick up, don't have a really heavy sort of a stroke, because you're just going to slow the boat down, right? If the boat's planing, you can tap it along. Don't go for a really heavy stroke, because that'll slow the boat down, right? One other thing is that if you're out of time and you're dragging, that's worse than missing your catch. So if you're paddling along and you say, oh, I missed my catch, don't make up for it at the back of the stroke, because that's equivalent to dragging. And if you're dragging your blade, that's counteracting everybody else's power, so that's worse than missing your catch. Because if you miss your catch, you're just not applying power. It's just not additive. But if you're dragging, you're counteracting everybody else in the boat, right? That's why timing is so important. Okay, paddles up and try to get that synchronicity going. Take it away. Or actually, let's wait for that. Sorry. Okay, take it away. Time to rotate in sync with Martine. Varun, exit earlier. Earlier, yeah. Flick it out at the exit. Check made, bury your blade a bit more, get a full blade. So hinge down a bit more. Paddle through the waves. Martine loves that camera. Okay, Shane, you're kind of pausing at the back of the stroke in the air. Make it a bit more fluid. That's looking better, Varun. That's looking good. Remember to take it off the back anytime you feel that you're playing catch up to get it back to the front on the recovery. Probably means you're coming back too far. Exit earlier. If you're ever having to play catch up on the recovery, exit earlier. Okay, let it run. Okay, we'll head back the other way. I'll turn the camera around.